Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, the big thing we need to talk about is that it's been 2 years since I started the channel. Yeah, I've been on YouTube 2 years now, 2 whole years, and it's been an amazing 2 years. So first off, I gotta say a huge thanks to everyone who's watched the videos, subscribed, liked, even disliked, because either way you look at it, it means somebody was interacting with my channel in a way where I could get some meaningful feedback so that I could make changes and continue to make better videos. So yes, first things first is a huge thanks to that. I don't think I can say thanks enough because honestly, even though my channel is not very, at this point in time, big channel, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being a small channel, but it's also how my channel grows. So in all honesty, thank you to everyone who's interacted with the channel so far and helped my channel grow. It means a lot to me over these past 2 years. It really does. So before I keep going with the video, I want to talk about what the video is. It's basically more of a off-the-cuff, unscripted vlog style, I guess. Or I guess, I don't know, not really podcast, but more vlog style. Because there's a lot of things I want to talk about in this video, first and foremost. So I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea. So if it's not, then you don't have to watch the whole way through, which I'm fine with. I kind of like watching videos like this because it at least shows that creators at least want to let their subscribers and viewers know what's going on with the channel. So if you are one of the people that's going to click away, then anyway, thank you for the past 2 years. That's mainly the most part of the video is just the 2 years, so thank you for that. For those who are sticking around, this video is basically going to be me talking about the channel and some of the changes it's made since I first started the channel, some changes I want to make to the channel, and how far I've come so far in regards to the channel, because clearly this is way different than what I started out with. So yeah, 2 years ago. Well, first off, I don't even know when I'm uploading this. I'm actually recording this pretty close to the end of July. So I'm kind of hoping to have it out by the end of July or early August, because last year I completely missed the mark, which is supposed to be July 5th, I think. I think I had it out August 13th, so hopefully I have it out before that point so I can at least show that I made progress and try to make consistency. But yeah, anyway, holy crap. 2 whole years on YouTube. I know that doesn't sound like a whole heck of a lot, especially when you look at channels like Paraphractics or 8-Bit Guy, LGR, guys like Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus, even Markiplier, Jackson Track. They've all been out, for years at this point. Some of them almost over a decade. So 2 years doesn't sound like a whole lot, but to somebody who, I'll admit, I honestly had no intention of starting a channel, it actually is quite a bit of a change for me to do a hobby that I've stuck with for so long. And yeah, that's basically what this channel is. It's a hobby for me. Little story with the background of the channel as to why I started it. A little over 2 years ago, I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. A lot of, not really drama or anything like that, but just a lot of stuff that was affecting me negatively, wearing me down with anxiety and stress, and don't want to say depression, because that kind of, as soon as you say the word depression, it kind of gets people kind of like, what's going on with you? But just a negative, psyche space, I guess, is a way to put it. And I needed something to kind of focus my energy on, distract myself. Best way to put it is distract myself. I really didn't know what to do, because everything that I could do that I used to do just to help, whether it was working on cars or whatever like that, because my main job is I'm a full-time mechanic. Unfortunately, all my hobby stuff involving cars or anything like that kind of reminded me of something that was causing me some anxiety and stress and depression. I wanted something different. So prior to that, I had been collecting old vintage computers, mainly because for years I had played on consoles, Atari, Nintendo's, N64, Xbox, and I kind of want to get into computers and PC gaming, especially the stuff that I didn't get a chance to play, like the original Doom or Duke Nukem or Wolfenstein or Pod, Tomb Raider on PC, because I was told that the PC version looks vastly better than the PS1 version ever could. And so I collected all these computers and parts because I intended to fix them up and do that kind of stuff. So I grabbed one of them that I had just sitting on the shelf. It was the Gateway G6 266, G6 333. I don't really fully remember right now. It has a model number I should be able to remember, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But yeah, I grabbed it and I just brought it up, took it upstairs to my dining room. And for some weird reason, I got this inkling to record it. So I can't remember what the first camera I used. I think it was a flip camera, actually, now that I think about it. One of those, as soon as I say flip camera, a lot of younger viewers are probably going to go, huh? But people my age are probably can hear the sound in their ear right now, and I'll put a picture of it right here, if my editing's good enough. And I don't even think I used a microphone. I think I used the built-in microphone, and I just recorded me tearing it apart. I think I did it over the course of like 3 or 4 days. And I had no idea what I was doing with lighting or anything like that, or even editing. I edited on that HP Pavilion laptop that I showed in my Thermaltake review video, and I used Windows Movie Maker because it had Windows 8.1 on it, 8, and then I put 8.1 on it. But anyway, yeah, that was the first video I edited, and I actually only edited it just to give me something else to do, because like, well, I edited it or recorded it, and might as well edit it, right? So I edited it on the quick, and it showed. It really does show. And I sat there for about 2 weeks with this video on this laptop, not really sure if I was going to ever upload it, because I kind of was like, well, I kind of made it like I was intending to make a YouTube channel, especially with the Welcome to Definitely Casual PCs thing that I did very early on. And actually, I think I did Definitely Casual Tech. What did I say back then? Anyway, but yeah, I just decided to start a channel and upload it. That's all it was just me doing something to distract myself, and then I just kept doing it, and to the point where I actually started I had a computer I was building for gaming, if I can call it gaming. It was a Core i3 2130 on a H61 board with 8 GB of RAM across I think it was a 6 GB stick and a 2 GB stick. Or no, it was a 6 GB total. A 2 gig stick and a 4 gig stick, mismatched speeds. And I want to say it had no graphics card. It had the integrated graphics on it. That was a computer that I started editing on some later videos, or early videos, I mean. And from there, I realized that I started using an old cell phone, because I got a new cell phone, so I used my old one to record with, and it's like, oh well, this now records in, I think it records 720 at 30 FPS. So I started fiddling with some editing software, and turns out my computer just wasn't up to snuff to do it, so I had to beef it up to its eventual final spec of an i7 3770 and 16 gig of RAM and an RX 480. And I was able to edit just fine. And then I got another new phone and switched phones again. So that was actually recording at 720 60 FPS, if I remember correctly. And then my editing software would handle that just fine. And then I got my new cell phone that I'm using now to record with, and it's actually my main phone that I use to take calls and text and surf web and Google whatever. And the reason why I'm using that instead of an old cell phone to record with was because at some point I had dropped the cell phone. The tripod broke. Like well, it didn't break. One of the clamps was loose. I didn't know it. So when I folded it up or went to extend it, the mount fell off, and the camera was on one of those cheap like $3 Amazon Express, Wish.com, whatever mounts, and it fell off and broke the camera lens, like the outer cover lens for the camera. So I couldn't use that anymore. I started using my main camera, which actually records at, I believe it records 1080 at 60 FPS, if I remember correctly. And I had to beef up my computer again. So yeah, over the course of 2 years, I've built or upgraded or enhanced like 3 different computers just to make bigger and better videos. I've gotten some new lighting. I have a ring light right here that's actually facing me a little bit. I've been watching a bunch of tutorials on how to set up lighting and cameras and that kind of stuff to try and make it look a little bit more like a actual YouTube channel rather than just something I do in a corner in my dining room. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past 2 years. And I'll be honest, the first year anniversary of the channel actually snuck up on me a little bit. And the update video was mainly because I had all that stuff kind of set up on the bench anyway, because I was trying to redo some shelving. And I kind of realized, well, I have 1 year here, I need to make a video, so I just recorded an update video. Because I never actually intended for it to go a full year. Because, well, it's a hobby. I have other stuff going on in real life, and stuff that keeps me from always working on computers and always recording and always editing, so I didn't know I was going to make it a full year. So when I did, it was a huge surprise. To the point where, between then and now, I don't feel like I got as much done on a, videos I want to make list between 1 year, 1 and 2. Which is fine, because like I said, it's a hobby. I kind of do wish I could upload videos at a more regular schedule, because obviously I'm pretty sure viewers who've been there since the first couple are very aware that my uploading schedule is anywhere from a video a week to, I think my last one between my last one and this one is a month now. And I think the last one was a small thrifting update video. Yeah. So yeah, that's so this video, and the reason why this video is more of a vlog style was because this is a video I wanted to do for year 1, was kind of a vlog style, kind of give a little bit of variety to the channel anyway. And because I also all the stuff that I did get done, I kind of wanted to get more stuff done. And it's all in the other room, and that room is a complete and utter mess right now because I've been working so hard with the next part of this video, which is my game room. I'm not doing a game room tour yet. This room is basically done in regards to it being, there's some nitpicky stuff I want to finish up down here at some point, but for the most part the game room is done. So I kind of wish I had pictures and stuff going through time with this, but I really wanted a game room. I've always wanted a game room because I love retro and nostalgic things and retro vintage consoles and arcade machines and that kind of stuff. I love it. It's one of those things that I have a lot of memories of playing video games, more than I probably should have memories of more of the things. But yeah, it started off as just like a little shelf in my bedroom with a TV on top of it. It was an RCA like 22-inch CRT with my Super Nintendo, PS1, and GameCube hooked up to it. And the games I had were just on a shelf. But it all got boxed up and put in my dad's basement when I moved into my apartment. Which it was a single bedroom, really crappy, people who know what I'm talking about, that first apartment. It's the worst place you could possibly live. You don't want to live there very long. It's just a stepping stone address, basically. Single bedroom, single baths, tiny kitchen. I think the living room, or living area, I guess, where we had our TV and our couch, me and my girlfriend at the time, it was smaller than this room is. And this room's 13, it's a very odd size, 13 and a half by 15 and a half. So it's kind of a small space, but plenty for what I'm doing. But yeah, I would go to garage sales every once in a while, and I'd pick up like a couple PS2 games or a couple Xbox games, even if I didn't have the console at the time, or a couple PlayStation games or Atari games or Wii games. You know, I would just pick up games at garage sales or stuff like that, and it'd always be like one or two when I did have time and available funds to do so. And I would be put in shoe boxes or U-Haul boxes, whatever, but down in my dad's basement. And then me and my girlfriend, who I'm now married to, we bought a house before we got married. I know that's kind of backwards, but it worked out for us just fine. And I was going to build a game room upstairs, and then it's like, well, no, because for some reason I just didn't want to. Like, there's just something was telling me that's a bad idea to do it. So I was gonna make it part of the living room, have a whole wall of games, and have all the consoles underneath the big, I believe it's a 42-inch or 44-inch flat screen. Have all the game consoles hooked up to it. And actually, it was just for some weird reason I wanted a dedicated space just for gaming, and that's what this room eventually became down here in the basement. It was a small partitioned off area that the previous owner had a very large model train set in, and he had electrical down here, but the only problem was we do get water in the basement, which is why it's an unfinished basement. The only two painted walls are the two that are behind me. Everything else is basically like somebody took some white paint in one of those quick cheap like sprayers and sprayed the walls without cleaning them off. So the paint's chipping and falling off in some areas, and unfortunately there's really nothing I can do about that unless I cover the walls completely. But anyway, yeah. I do get water in this basement once in a while, and to the point where I didn't want to put anything down here. It was like just unusable space, because if you get water down here, you can't put anything down here to store, especially video games. But after I quickly found out where the water was coming in from, I took steps, and over time was fixing the problem to the point where we had a pretty good heavy rain not too long ago, and the basement was basically dry. No water, so that kind of got me kicked in the butt definitely the past few months anyway, to get this area kind of done, because before it was all kind of, it was a disaster down here. Like, I'd have to move everything from one side of the room to the other just to record in. When I recorded all the other videos in this room, like when I did the when I did the thrifting videos, when I did the racing PS1 video, that was the only console I actually hooked up to power. I kind of just set everything on the shelf and just hit record and hit the power button. And I did play the game down here, but I had to move everything from one side of the room to the other, and I wanted to get this room done, or done enough to where I could come down here and just hit record after setting up the camera, turn on the lights, and just go. So I actually spent quite a few time. That's kind of why the past month I haven't released any videos. I haven't even done any recording the past month, because I've been like on lunch breaks or something, or when I have a chance to come down here to work on stuff, I would hammer away as much as I could. Not to the point where I'm going to do a game room tour, though. If I get enough requests for it, I might. But the game room right now is very rough. I had the TVs all hooked up. They're all running. All the consoles are hooked up. I can walk over, hit a button on my AV switch, and push on power, and I can play any game I want that I have. But yeah, that's another huge change is the game room. And I have and in this area here, I wanted a dedicated recording space just for videos like this. not just vlog style videos, but videos where I could do a more professional looking video. Like if I do a review video, or if I do a unboxing video, or if I do any like teardown videos or something like that, I can do it right here in my little recording area. I'm still going to use the workbench for major disassembly and major restorations, which I need to get back to doing because with it being late July, early August, I'm going to quickly lose nice weather, which I'm probably not going to get any retro writing done this year. But hopefully next year, now that this room's done, and I can get that room sorted out and done, I can start doing more retro writing and more major restorations and more game reviews. So, but yeah, anyway, that's kind of what's been going on. Yes, I know I'm rambling and stuff like that because, again, this isn't scripted. I just turned on the camera and I wanted to just let people know what's going on because it's the 2-year mark of the channel, which I'm really, really thrilled about. And I can't wait to see what's going to come in the next year or 2 years or further, because I have no plans on stopping. I have no intention of stopping unless I get forced to by some, otherworldly thing. But yeah, the channel's come a long way in the past 2 years, and I really have every one of you who's watched and subscribed and liked a huge thanks for it, because honestly, well, I guess that's not the only reason why I've kept going with making videos, because I would have kept doing it whether I got no subscribers, because I really haven't been paying too much to analytics. I mean, the only time I have is, I think, in the past 3 or 4 months since I built my current Ryzen PC. I kind of been glancing a little bit at analytics more and more to kind of see, okay, what's going on with the channel that I can change to get, to help to keep the channel growing, see what time people are watching my videos, see, what kind of videos are doing better than others. So yeah, that's basically, I haven't really been paying attention to analytics. In fact, I don't even know how many subscribers I have right now. I think at the time of me recording this, I had 372, which is a lot more than I thought I'd ever get in 2 years. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone so very much for watching my channel in the past 2 years. It's been a wild roller coaster ride for me on a personal level, with basically doing something that is so far out of my comfort zone that I never thought I would ever do. And the biggest part of that is actually being this in front of the camera. I am extremely camera shy and extremely nervous about being on camera, to the point where the first video where I was on camera, I don't remember what video it was, I had 2 videos edited side by side, both uploaded to YouTube, ready to go. And it's weird because you upload the videos, because when you upload videos to YouTube, you can set a time when it premieres or when it releases. And I had 2 videos side by side. One was with me in it and one was me not in it. And I kid you not that I literally spent about a week, 2 weeks, basically like debating with myself whether or not to, release one with me in it. And I just decided to, which is, again, hugely out of my comfort zone. Even my mom and dad both looked at me and was like, "Really? They were first surprised I even made a YouTube channel, and then they were actually really surprised that I was actually on camera on a YouTube channel video, because they both know the kind. They know the kind of person I am. I'm not one to be doing in front of a camera, and yet here I am, and I've actually learned a lot and had a lot of fun doing this. But yeah, still, thank you everyone so much for watching the channel the past 2 years. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you stick with me for the future, because I plan to keep going with this as long as I can, and take it as far as I can go. With that being said, thank you everyone. I think I've said that like 3 times now. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload more content. If you have any questions about the channel, or you want to ask anything about the channel itself, or anything behind me, or anything in my game room, put it down in the comment section and I'll respond to it as quickly in a timely manner. somewhat timely manner. Be on the lookout for some future restoration projects. I have one that I'm actually going to be starting here in the next few days because it's something I've not been looking for, but I am happy I found. With that being said, thank you for 2 years, and can't wait to see what this year brings. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.